Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's cracking?
Welcome. Hey, you already know what it is. You already know what it do. One time for the fan, we back talking Falcons football every
Fro
Wednesday,
still under here.
every Sunday. Gosh, Frody's back. No chase
They're
tonight.
still under here.
We lit though. Let's talk some Falcons football. Let's start the show. Yep. Feeling good. Feeling great. Feeling great. Feeling good. How are you?
Is it old school Falcon hat night?
Sheesh. Let's go Falcons every day. I could put on my Braves gear too as well. My dog gear. My United gear. My Hawks gear. Got some Gonzaga gear too if you want to go college basketball.
Gonzaga? What the fuck?
What you want to do? One time for the fan.
You got your janitor's suit too?
Sheesh. You already know what it is. You know, we back talking Falcons football every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. Love talking Falcons football with y'all. That's why we here. Uplifting the fan base once again. Feeling good, feeling great. Bodie, how you been doing, man? Disappointing loss Sunday, but we'll talk about that later. Well, no matter of fact, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, we talked about that already. I'm good, man. That's a good little week. Well, can't complain. I'm working today. Work hard. Hardly working. Whatever you want to decide. It's all good though.
Chat, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Yeah,
I know y'all feeling good, feeling great. You know, Deshaun's up in here. He said, "What's up, guys? So fresh, so clean." Yeet.
Well, you know.
What's it?
Well, you know. I just.
Yeah. True statements up here. What's going on, fellas? Rise up. Hope y'all holidays was good. It was good.
It was good, dog. Hope yours is good as well. I mean, I know folks saying throw away the food, but we froze that shit, so I'm not throwing it away yet.
Y'all boys eating good over there, ain't you?
Still eating.
Sheesh. Eating like E40. One time for the fan. Once again, we're always talking Falcons football. Got to get right into it. Falcons injury report. Depth chart news. No depth chart news as yet. Usually they release it either today or tomorrow. So it looks like it's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Sunday, of course, we'll get back in here Sunday night, 8 o'clock, talk some Falcons football. After a Falcons win, Bodie.
After a dub.
After a dub against the Steelers. Talk about that tonight. Keys to beat the Steelers. Steelers came away with a win on, what was that, Monday night against the Colts. Damn it, Matt Ryan. The one time I can depend on you. You don't get the job done. Shit. But still, Falcons got to go in there and handle business on Sunday. We're going to talk about that. Injury report. Good news and bad news. Falcon fans, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Guess what, Bodie? We're almost at 250 subscribers. We talked about it the other night. We've been talking about it earlier this year. We're just trying to hit the 250 subscribers before the end of the year. And then we're good. That's it. 250 subscribers. I ain't say 1,000. I ain't say 5,000. 250 subscribers. And we're like 19 away. So if you're first time here, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button right there on YouTube. Of course, one time for the fan. We uplifting this fan base. So glad that y'all can be a part of it. Join into the chat. Hear what we're talking about. Bring your Falcons thoughts. Bring your Falcons comments. We'll go ahead and discuss it here on One Time for the Fan.
If you've been here and you ain't like that, you ain't subscribed yet, I don't know. We'll give you this show and then make a decision. How about that?
Just a heads up for anybody heading down to New Orleans. People reaching out to us. They want to know what the Rise Up tour doing. What y'all doing down there in New Orleans? Huh? We're hearing about these parties. We'll get to that. Still got a couple more weeks left. Don't want to drop none yet, but people calling, people asking questions. We're giving answers. Anthony White, got to go get this one. People depending on the yucks to help the birds out. It's not the move. Falcons got to go out there and handle their own business. We just talked about that. Falcons got to handle business on Sunday.
Yeah.
Good news, bad news. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy?
No, I was saying I said the same thing. Definitely, I said that on the last show. Like, we got to handle business. I mean, we getting chances. We got lucky last week, that the yucks that they lost. But we can't keep depending on them. So we got to go grab these dubs. Absolutely.
I don't know who I want to win on Sunday. Technically, if the Saints win and the Falcons lose, the Saints go to second place. So they're going to be hyped down there for that game in New Orleans. Technically, I know it's going to come down to the wire. There's 5 games left. You see what's going on. Falcons, you go handle business on Sunday, even if the Bucs win, and you eliminate the Saints. Apparently, if the Bucs win, the Saints are eliminated from playoff contention. That's what I'm hearing.
Really?
9 losses on the year for the Saints. That will be shot out. They will never have a chance to get to the playoffs. Falcons need to go out there and handle their business on Sunday against the Steelers in the Benz. You do that, you worry about the other games later. You lose that game, totally different story. I don't think you're out the playoff hunt yet, but you have to win the next 4 games. You have to. But I don't want to get to that. I want to get to beating the Steelers. That's what this week is about. It's the keys to beating the Steelers. Good news, bad news. Once again on the injury report, the homie, Elijah Wilkinson, he's back.
That's good news.
You want to hear the bad news? Our guy, our superstar, our fan favorite, Kyle Pitts, is done for the year. So, and you can't even play with him on Madden, on head-to-head, online.
I hate that. Why they take him off? You got to go offline to play with Pitts now.
That's exactly what I did. Jermaine, what's going on, man? So we got this. Falcons fans, you got to be excited for Sunday because it's a big opportunity to take another step forward to reaching the playoffs. And if you really want to get to the playoffs, you got to beat the Steelers on Sunday. A couple games this year you could have used as an excuse to get around to this point where if you had lost to the Steelers, it wouldn't have mattered. But you lost that game in Carolina on Thursday night. Should have never lost that game. You lost to the Commanders the other day. Should have never lost that game. Hell, the Chargers game too as well. Should have never lost that game.
The first game of the season.
First game of the season, get the Aints. You should have never lost that game too. You go against the Rams. That fourth down play, if you run it back with the plays, some of the plays we've been running now, I think we would have scored on that touchdown. But opportunities sometimes go out the window. But now new opportunities present itself on Sunday. The Falcons have to go and beat the Steelers. Good news, bad news. Elijah Wilkinson's back. Kyle Pitts is out for the season. Bodie, does this change your offense? Does this change your flow? You still have a top 10, top 15 rushing attack. I believe it's top 5 if I'm not mistaken. But does this change your offense? I know Pruitt's in there. You did score Sunday. No more Kyle Pitts for the rest of the season. Oh, I got my fam in here. Look my fam right here. Zena. Hey, y'all always see Zena on the Jumbotron. Shout out to Zena. We need to create our own destiny. Stop depending on other teams to get us there. That is true, Zena. That's true.
That is a fact. That's a fact.
Bodie, does it hurt us? Kyle Pitts being out? A lot of fans are saying, I didn't even know he played. Sad.
Shame. For real though, of course it hurts us. That's a talent that probably unicorn in this league. I mean, you can't replicate what Kyle Pitts is. Despite the production not being there, I mean, we know what kind of offense we're running. We know, Mariota isn't a gunslinger. Mariota is not Matt Ryan when it comes to throwing it. Mariota's not throwing for 4,000 yards. He barely throw for 2,000 this season. So
yeah, he's going to hit 2,000. He's probably 2,500. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say barely 2,000 is what I'm saying. Yeah. So, I mean, he's not gonna. I mean, he wasn't going to get the 1,000 yards even if he played anyway. That's the thing. You got dynamic weapons like London and Pitts and stuff like that. You got to throw it more. But, I digress. We're trying to play around Mariota. It's a new season. It ain't new now. It's damn near 5 games being over. But we just had to – it's going to hurt. That talent, you can't replicate it. Now, Pruitt did well. I think Pruitt is going to fill in admirably. Yeah. That's
that vodka or tequila?
Hey, I sort of drunk on that God. Anyway, I think that Pruitt's gonna fill in good. We're gonna be fine. I mean, Mariota, he wasn't getting 10 plus targets. Okay, Pitts wasn't. So I mean, like I said, it's gonna hurt, but we can still run the piss out the ball like we've been doing.
Hey, Bodie, I got one for you. You ready?
Yeah.
Special guest or
boy,
late for work?
Boy.
Hey.
Special guest or late for work?
Back at it again with the mop bucket.
Boo Man shouted. Boo Man, you there?
I'm there.
A lot going on, man. We're just going over the Falcons injury report. Of course, Elijah Wilkinson back. Kyle Pitts shut down for the season. Does it change our offense? How big is it to us to be, missing Kyle for the rest of the season? I think it does do something to your offense because, once again, like you said, Bodie, Kyle is a talented player. He's a freak athlete, and it's sad to see him, shut down for the rest of the year. But we want these players healthy. And if you go back and you look at that shot against the Bears that game, you look at the hit, you go back and think about it like, damn, that's kind of like a dirty ass hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, dude, it looked like he went straight up for one of them injury tackles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you're going to take somebody out. I mean, it was the quick catch, Kyle turned, tried to get upfield, and dude came straight to the knee.
It looked, I said it. I know y'all was at the game, and I remember telling Chase, I said, it looked worse in slow-mo.
Yeah. Of course, when he got up and he walked away, I remember the Marquise Goodwin ACL injury he had. He got up and walked away, and the next day they pronounced him out for the season. So I was like, well, he got up and walked away on his own. Hopefully he'll be back. But then, you heard the news, and then this week, today he had surgery on it. So Kyle be ready to go next season.
I think that was more of, they said 4 games. With that injury like that, 4 games is 4 games, and then see how you feel in the 5th. So I mean, with not many games left, it's not even worth it. Him trying to come off an ACL injury.
Or the MCL. Exactly this week mentality from some fans. We overachieve because others suck is crazy to me. We got to handle business. That is true. Couple weeks now in the podcast, I ain't gonna lie. I had to find a way to make Falcon fans feel good, even with some L's that we took. Because you have a shot at the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to find a way to see that, to let the Falcon fans see that you do have a shot still at the playoffs. Until they say you are eliminated, you have a shot. And it sucks that you do have to rely on some other teams. But 5 games left. Falcon fans, y'all in the chat, let's cut the bullshit. Falcons got to go out there and handle business on Sunday. It is what it is. We know what it is now because it's coming to the end of the season. But you're going into a bye week. You're playing at home. I see the Falcons winning this game. We're going to talk about the keys to beating the Steelers. We'll give our score prediction. But we got some other things to talk about. The other night, somebody raised the question about drafting a quarterback. And, kind of got to me over the past couple of days. And I was thinking, well, you're not going to draft a quarterback this year. I don't think it would be the right move to draft a quarterback. But you're looking at your roster going forward, and, we got some free agents this year to look at. We got some players that we're going to be letting go to as well. I think we're over like 14, 15 players that could be leaving the Falcons after this year. So it's going to be a lot of new faces here in Atlanta coming up. Don't forget about the draft. I think we have, 9 picks?
As of right now,
9 picks? Plus, you got a shit ton of money to play with next season.
Oh yeah.
You have to fill a lot of positions. But if you're looking at the draft, right, and I don't want to go ahead too far. If let's just say Mariota does what he's supposed to do in the next couple games and gets you to the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next year, you got Mariota, you got Ritter. Do you need to go draft a quarterback? So let's just say Mariota doesn't even get the job done this year. And you decide, hey, this ain't the move. This ain't going to work. 1 year deal. You know the break shit. You know, what had it was a 2-year deal, right?
2-year deal, yes.
It's a 2-year. Ritter, you're going to give a shot to eventually. We know that. Is there still opportunity to draft a quarterback, even if you don't bring back Mariota next season? Why would you draft a quarterback?
I think, personally, I think we got more pressing needs. I mean, you know, the defense needs some love. Like, y'all need to put your hands around the defense, bro.
Here, I break it down like this. I'll make it even better. Why would you draft a quarterback in the first round?
If you don't have a top 3 pick,
yeah.
If you don't have a top 3 pick, you do not get a quarterback if that's not a need.
I'm just asking the question, guys. You know, I like what Mariota, you know, has done. So I think it's exciting, you know, as a Falcon fan. We had years and years of Matt, but to see some of the plays, to see some of the wins we had this season, even some of the games we lost, still exciting brand of football I've been seeing with this new brand of Falcons, the rebuild. So I'm cool next season if Mariota's there. Cool next season if Ritter's there. But I'm just looking at the fact of what Falcon fans are saying of drafting a quarterback in the first round. I don't see it happening. You have so many positions to look at going into the draft next year. And I just want to do a quick breakdown for you. Let's just say you skip the quarterback situation, right? You're running backs. We talked about it the other night. Patterson, you're going to bring back Huntley? I think Huntley has done enough to bring him back next season. Algier too as well. Avery Williams is listed as a running back. Technically, that's your 4. You're gonna go draft another one? You're gonna bring another one in off free agency? Damian Williams is probably not gonna make the cut. Going to your tight ends outside of Pitts. Are you tight at your tight ends right now outside of Pitts? Could you see yourself bringing back Pruitt next year? Could Fitzpatrick finally get some playing time next season? Look at the right tackle position. Are you going to pay McGarry?
Yeah.
Do you trust Drew Dahlman next season? Elijah Wilkinson, are you going to pay him? If you don't, who's your guard position? Going to the D-line, who are you going to plug next to Grady? Who are you going to plug on the edge? We need an edge rusher. For real. You get your cornerbacks. Casey was hurt this year. 2-year deal. You trusting Darren Hall going forward? Safeties. Got to get another one. Linebackers. You keeping Rashard Evans? Trey Anderson stepping up to be your captain next year? Your outside linebackers? I can see so many positions to fill outside of drafting the quarterback in the first round.
Yeah, you're pointing out specific players. I see where your mind is at.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm cool with what the Falcons. I'm not the GM. I'm not the coach. I'm cool with the decision making the Falcons do because I'm the fan. You feel what I'm saying? We're doing the podcast off of what the Falcons do, but I'm looking at some of the fans in these chats and I'm like, I don't see them drafting the quarterback. Another thing, I don't see them going after Lamar Jackson either. I don't see it. We just got the salary cap hell, and you want to go pay this man? How much y'all finna pay this man? I understand he's gonna light up Atlanta. He is gonna light it up. Cool with it, but I don't see it happening. So many moves you can make outside of just trying to spend all that money on Lamar. You guys know it's not a cheap deal. It's not going to be a 3-year deal. It's not going to be a 2-year deal. Feel what I'm saying? I mean, agree or disagree? What do you guys see going forward right now? I mean, right now, what is your position that you guys would want the Falcons to look at in the draft? I know there's 5 games left, but if you were going to the draft next season, what do you look at and say, man, this is what we need to be scouting right now?
I got 2. Corner, D tackle. D tackle first, but definitely D tackle, and corner. I think Grady need help, and you know they've been running the ball on us this year a little bit. So I think that's what's hurting. We play some quarterbacks that they haven't put the ball in the air at all against us. So yeah, we just need to do better up front. I think first, and then give AJ Terrell some help. I mean, we're still gonna have Hayward, but our depth at corner has been our weakness this year on defense.
Especially when AJ and Casey went down.
Exactly. And Oliver was on IR for a minute, so.
Oliver's a player right here I have as well on your list for next year. Are you bringing Oliver back?
Right.
Man, I can go over this for days. Going to the chat, the chat loves talking Falcons football. That's what we love doing. Bodie's breakdown coming up next. Then we got to talk about this sneaker battle. People in here talking crazy. What's going on, Keisha? Rise up. Let's get this one. You already know what it is. Anthony White showing respect to Zena. Hey, you can always kick Zena on the Jumbotron. Big time Falcons fan. Big time Falcons fan. And if you've never been to one of Zena's famous tailgates out there, you better get out there early. What we had the other day, the moonshine, Bodie?
Yeah, we had the apple pie moonshine.
Shoosh.
Tastes like juice. You were throwing it back like it was nothing.
Did have that cranberry taste though. Jeremiah Williams, we need to beat Pittsburgh. You already know what it is. Richard Kelsey's in the chat. What's up, Richard?
What's good?
Good to see you back. If we draft the quarterback, then I'll officially say Terry's no better than Demetrio.
Jeez.
Lord of mercy.
If you're drafting the quarterback, everybody's gonna say. So what are we doing with Ritter?
Yeah.
Is that what y'all want? I want to see Ritter play.
That's the thing. You don't draft a quarterback unless it's top 3, like Boo Man said. And we got to see Ritter play.
Mariota. Only way is, first of all, you lock Mariota in 2 years off rip. So only way there would be a quarterback problem is if, like, literally if he played like how Zach Wilson been playing. Mm-hmm. So you have no hope,
Mm-hmm.
So
he's been giving Falcon fans some hope at least.
Right. He's a solid quarterback. Do I feel like going into next year it'll be a closer race between him and Ritter? Hell yeah.
I think
especially if he either go, if he go 8-9, Ritter might take his spot. If he go 9-8, they'll compete.
I'm excited about what's going on with the offense.
Yeah, I would say next year
it's a new scheme of offense, and they're trying to get it together.
Play calling has been a little
shaky at times. I won't say the call. Yeah,
I think that has held back what we have. We're one dimensional.
Yeah,
we're moving the chains.
Yeah,
and see, we can get cats open, but like I said, I think the way Coach Smith calls these plays is he is more predicated to running the ball and just seeing what we can do after the run. Like his number one focus is running. And you
gotta realize we had a running back at Tennessee.
Yeah, and that's the point. Like that's what he built his bread and butter. That's how he got this job, is by Derrick Henry.
Which is why I'm glad they're feeding CP like the way he is, because CP's he's ripping it up right now. I'm really glad to have CP on the team.
Feed the beast.
What picks do we have? I know we got 9. I know we made that trade too as well. When we got we get the trade from the Ridley one too, right?
Yeah.
I got you, Richard. Hold on.
You can go ahead and pull up that for me if you can. We'll go ahead and keep this thing moving. Willie P. What's say rise up? No, we don't need to draft another quarterback. Roll with Ritter. I'm with you, Richard. I'm with you. We need defense. I'm with you.
Yeah, defense.
I'm with you. I can't wait to tell y'all the exciting news coming up. We'll tell y'all soon. But when the draft time's getting ready to come around, one time for the fan, gonna do the best we can to cover. I think this year, Bodie, I don't think we're gonna do that 5-hour stream though. I don't know if we can do that again.
Can't do it. My bladder will not allow it.
We can't do it. We're not gonna do the 4-hour stream. Right. I think what we'll do is Damn, we'll just probably do the regular show that night and start the the time of the draft like 8:00. Or hell, we might even start 8:30. Remember, it took the Falcons a long time to get their pick.
Yeah.
It was almost an hour and 45 minutes in to when the Falcons picked, and they was at like 8. I was like, God damn, keep going to commercials and shit. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
But we'll set something up, man. We got so much time.
Real quick, I got the picks for Bridget.
Yeah, please.
We have a first, a second, a third, a fourth. All these are ours. Additional fourth from the Titans from the Julio trade. A fifth from the Jags, conditional on the Calvin Ridley reinstatement by unspecified date. Could be a sixth instead. Then we have our own sixth, and we got 3 7s. 1 7 may go to Kansas City in condition for the Rashad Fenton trade.
Mm-hmm.
We got a 7th from the Dean Marlowe trade, and a 7th from the Brian Edwards trade.
So you're eating with draft picks next year. We see that. I see the Falcons making some trades to move up somewhere in the draft.
They're moving.
You got all those damn picks. If you're not going to use all those guys, what are you going to do with all those picks?
We're not using all these.
Let's keep it real. Also, the free agents. We talked about this too as well earlier this year. Carter, McGarry, Zacchaeus, Oliver, Evans, Williams, Bradley Pinion, Keith Smith, Eric Harris, Elijah Wilkinson, Demir Bird, Afedi, Michael Ford, Anthony Fursker, Vincent Taylor, Bo Brinkley, Cadell Hodge, Nick Kowalski, Michael Pruitt, Jaleel Johnson, Colby Gassett, Matt Dickerson, Chuma Adoga, Abdullah Anderson, Liam McCullum, Caleb Huntley, Ryan Nuzil, and Rashard Fenton. Who y'all keeping? Who y'all letting go?
I heard about 4 names.
Who y'all keeping? Who y'all letting go?
Oh, you
There's
want
going
me
to
to
be a bunch of new faces here in Atlanta next year, and you best believe with some of that money and some of these draft picks, we loading up. We loading up, baby. You best believe that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a different defense. I'll say next year it's probably gonna be a different defense. Like it's gonna be new names everywhere on that defense.
Yeah.
Drafting quarterback next year. Go ahead, Boo Man.
I say there's gonna be some money out there on defense next year.
Hey, I'm saying, just don't make no ridiculous moves, man. Because you got to play into the seasons ahead. You still got to pay AJ. Second year injury for Kyle Pitts sucks, but eventually you're gonna want to pay him too as well. You want to lock him down here in Atlanta. Chris Lindstrom too as well. You got to make those deals too as well. But we don't have the Matt Ryan and the Julio shit to deal with no more. So I think Terry can make these interesting moves, but then you have Falcon fans. It's like, we want Terry out. We want Arthur Smith out.
Yeah.
Some Falcon fans. I ain't saying all y'all. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying I see some people chatting around. I love talking about what I see because I see the shit. So I'm going to talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah. I see. I got a list of the free agents that we could target and our own free agents. Because I'm just like that. But
we definitely gonna get to that.
Look,
get to that.
I'm just saying it's not a lot of sexy secondary names out here. It's 2 D linemen that we probably need to try to go get. Marcus Davenport and Deron Payne, but everything else is probably through the draft. Let's just be real.
I mean, we'll also see at the end. Apparently, the sack leader Matthew Judon's gonna be a free agent too, as well, if I'm not mistaken. They mentioned the other night.
I need to throw him a biz egg.
Drake Shoe statement: drafting the quarterback next year, not seeing where Ritter is equals us trading for Brian Edwards. Let that marinate. Sheesh. That's my thing, man. You go get a quarterback next year and don't play Ritter. It's not the move I want to see. Give Ritter a shot. And I don't talk about there's 5 games left. He got 3 games. Nah, I ain't talking about that. Give the kid a shot.
Absolutely.
Quarterback is not going to help us, especially no rookie quarterback in the 2023 draft. That's what I'm saying. Also, your first-round pick needs to be on the field.
ASAP.
Your first-round pick needs to be on the field. And I done seen some teams not play their first-round pick. I done see some top 10 teams not play their first-round pick. That's tough.
Ugh.
All them fans showing up to draft. If you send me to draft in Kansas City next year and our draft pick doesn't play on week 1, what the hell did you send me to Kansas City for? I don't mind Mariota for now. He has to improve his accuracy and throw the ball more efficiently, immediate or deep. That is true. He has a lot of time with the reads. You see it. He has a lot of space. He creates a lot of space. But he does have to be more accurate. You can see it. I understand, man. I be going crazy with Mariota on Madden. I don't fuck with
Man,
it.
I'm telling you,
shit in
man.
game.
I'm telling you.
Like 600 yards.
Jeez. Crazy.
Jermaine said we need to go corner in the draft or wide receivers. That's another thing too to look at. We haven't even got to that point yet. Calvin's gone. Who you gonna put beside Drake? You bringing back Zacchaeus?
Hey, me and Bo said this. That boy Marvin Harrison Jr. there. Take him.
You see now when it gets to the draft, we got so much going on for one time for the fan. And now we got Boo Man mentioning Marvin Harrison Jr. in November. So it's something to look at. Who's going to be your second? Who's going to be your wide receiver 2 next year? Who's your 3? You bringing back Darby? You bringing back Hodge? You bringing back Bird? We don't know, but I can see there's some positions that need to be filled going forward outside of drafting a quarterback at number 1. Or not number 1 in the first round.
You help your quarterback first.
Bodie's breakdown's coming up. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get to it, man. Bodie.
Get a breakdown.
Matter of fact, Bodie, hold on, give me 2 seconds. We need to go after what we've been avoiding the first round, years, DT, and trenches.
Thank you. When the last DT we drafted in the first round was it? Parade Jerry? Sheesh.
But you said what?
Didn't Geno Atkins like go a couple picks after, if I'm not mistaken?
I believe so. I think so. Yeah, don't remind me.
So gotta bring Oliver back. Dan Burst is in the chat. Dan Burst boned at 94. What's goody? We have our superpower up, the red helmets. I feel a wind coming on. That's right. We do have the red helmets. Bringing back them throwbacks this week at the Benz for the Steelers. Falcon fans gonna be deep up in there. Steeler fans gonna be deep up in there. Let me tell you something. You thought the Bears fans were fucking deep?
Boy, all you gonna see
that damn towel.
Stupid.
They should ban that towel. Hey Siri. Send an email to Raj Goodell.
I couldn't find Raj.
Shut up. Shut up. Fuck the joke.
Shut the hell up.
You can't find Roger in the contacts. Roger's in the contacts.
Siri said cap.
Hey fella, let's go 6-7 Falcons. Hey, we got to beat them Steelers.
Let's do it, Lisa.
Got to beat them Steelers. What is going on here? There goes YouTube. Got to put somebody. Got to block a user. Somebody's asking us to join their Discord through a private link.
Oh snap! Do you want a virus on your shit?
Well, we got a lot of picks. That's great. That is true. That is true. One time, spend the money in the trenches.
The trenches, bro. And that's what Boo Man said. He said that weeks ago to me.
Boo Man. Boo Man. All right, let me tell you something, Falcons. Hey, Bodie.
Yeah.
Write this down because it's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Draft will be coming up. Fans are already taking their likes and love for what they want to see the Falcons do. Marvin Harrison Jr., if he's a player that's on that board, Boo Man's already calling his name out. Bridget's already calling his name out. I'm sure a couple more Falcon fans can agree. I've seen some of his tape, but I'm watching a couple more players. I'm not going to get into that too much. But before we get into keys to break down the Steelers, to beat the Steelers, we got Bodie's breakdown. Bodie.
Yes, sir.
You already know the professor. Bodie keeps it real with us. Always comes in here and gives us the facts on Bodie's breakdown, whether it's something with the Falcons players, could be the helmets, could be the team, could be a scouting report, could be the coaches, could be anything, could be the stadium. Never know. But Bodie's breakdown is a segment that we do here that Bodie gets the opportunity to let y'all know a little bit more about what's on his mind with the Atlanta Falcons. And then after that, Boo Man will share us his routes for how he gets from Mariota to McDowell on a Friday.
Stupid, man.
So much going on. Bodie's breakdown. Bodie, what you got for us tonight, sir?
Man, I just wanted to go over some of these a little deep dive into how the Falcons can make the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying?
How the Falcons can make the what?
And a little deeper than the playoffs. The playoffs. Yeah. The playoffs, which is the ultimate goal. So, as I get my notes together, we looking right now at the records.
Jeff Wolf is not cool with drafting a wide receiver.
Why not? Hey, Yeah, no, I ain't even gonna say that. No.
Rebuild.
Man, hold on. All right, so it says that the Falcons. They say that the Falcons have a 7.7% chance of making the playoffs.
Shit.
They say the Saints have a 6% chance to make the playoffs. They really think that. Well, I mean, if we lose again, of course, it's gonna drop dramatically. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you what they got here. What they're saying. They're basically saying that. Did you know? Just a quick fact. Did you know that as of right now, the entire NFC East is going to make the playoffs?
Right
They're going
now,
to be
you're
wild
right.
card 2, 3, and 4
That's tough.
because they whole division has a winning record, and our division doesn't.
That's tough.
Crazy. So you'll see it. We could possibly see an entire NFC East in the playoffs, which is not what we want. They all suck. Anyway, I'm having a little trouble. Where? Okay.
Jeff Wilson says 8-9. We win the division. Book it.
Hey man, I hope so. Because right now, it's not looking too. I mean, we keep losing. It's not looking too hot. Hold on. I love
some of the games you had this year. Could have had some dubs.
Yeah.
Could have been a better position going forward. But now Bodie has to do a breakdown of how the Falcons can make the playoffs at 5-7 right now. Shout out to Coy Bishop right now, who's in South Africa right now.
Hey man.
At this moment, he's in South Africa. He's lit out there in South Africa, watching One Time for the Fan. And let me tell you something, Falcons fans do it big. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Falcon fans do it big. And shout out to Coy Bishop for everything that you done this year to help out with One Time for the Fan too as well, man. We really appreciate it. Big time fan of the Falcons. Big time fan of One Time for the Fan.
All right. Let's be real though. Falcons pretty much need to win.
Shout out to my boy Chase.
Yeah. Shout out to Chase.
Shout out Coy. I know you out there with Frank Ski too, man. I don't know if Frank Ski watching, but shout out Frank Ski, man. I see you, dog. I see you, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good time. Shout out to the family too over there, Coy. But yeah, go ahead, Bodie.
Okay. It's division win or nothing for us, honestly. I mean, at this point, unless we get a team that just loses every game from here on out, like Washington or the Giants or the Cowboys, well, that's not gonna happen. Okay, no, maybe Washington. No, it's not gonna happen. Let's be real. The shit ain't gonna happen. All right. So we have to really fight for the division. Now, the next games we have, okay, this Sunday we face the Steelers, and then we go on the Steelers. We gotta win this. If we don't win this game, good night. Bye-bye.
It's tough to come in here Sunday night and give you guys any type of playoff hopes with the Falcons losing on Sunday.
We're gonna have a whole slideshow.
We gotta win this. We gotta win this game.
We're gonna have a whole slide. If we don't win on Sunday, I'm gonna make a whole slideshow about Marvin Harrison Jr. Anyway. All right. So the Falcons, we face the Steelers on Sunday, and then we have a bye, and then we face the Saints in New Orleans. Gotta win that too. We can't be doing too much losing because we done dug ourselves in a hole. We'd be in first place right now if we would have won. But I hate talking ifs and what ifs and all this other stuff. So after we face, coming up, after we face the Saints, which we need to win, we're gonna go all the way to Baltimore Christmas Eve to face the Ravens, probably in some snow or some shit. Okay.
No, not snow, but we've been looking at the weather. It's gonna be low 30s. Yeah, probably in the 20s. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Hopefully it doesn't snow. Hopefully the sun is out. But I've been preparing, man. It's gonna be a cold ass game. But shout out to the Falcon fans that's going out there. But it's gonna be cold, Falcon fans. I hope y'all know that. Just bundle up. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be a tough ass game. All right, you gotta fucking find a way to win that. Hey, we can win it. Uh, I know we can win this next game versus the Cardinals. I mean, you heard Kyler Murray at the damn podium. He said himself, "Yeah, we're fucked.
Mm,
he
mm,
We're fucked."
mm.
definitely said that.
Yeah, man said we're fucked. And then damn, Patrick Peterson said Kyler Murray don't care about nobody but Kyler Murray. But that's a whole nother story. Go watch Hard Knocks. That shit will probably tell you everything. But yeah, so we got to beat the Cardinals, which their spirits are all the way to the floor
Mhm.
right now. I think they're like 4-8, same record as the Aints. Uh, and then the last game of the year, we're facing the Bucks, and we owe them an ass whooping. So
Mhm.
I expect to win that. I expect to win that.
So you have to pretty much go not looking at help in the division or the conference. You yourself, the Falcons, have to at least get a 4-1 stretch over the next couple
At
weeks,
least,
or 3-2.
damn it,
3-2
no.
with help.
3-2.
4-1, you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, 3-2
Guaranteed.
is looking bleak.
Yeah.
4-1, you got a good chance. Okay, you
Yeah.
got a good chance. But 3-2, you probably can pack it up for next season. All right.
Yeah.
Our division is tight already. You know, any of these teams can go on runs. We just got to control our destiny,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be tough. But shit, we can win all these games.
That's
That
true.
Baltimore is gonna be tough, but we
That's
can win the rest.
And to
We
feed
can
off
win
that,
these
you
games.
know, it goes back to the games that the Falcons could have won and they didn't win them. And now we have to go and do these breakdowns of how we can get to the playoffs. Hopefully, by beating the Steelers on Sunday. Then we have to go beat the Saints. I don't want to be in this position coming up the next few years. There's too many good teams in the NFL that gets to a position. The Bills are doing it now. The Chiefs are doing it to where they're locking down a division early December. And they know they have the run ahead of them where they can start resting players around week 15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
I want to get to that position as a Falcon fan. I don't want to be in this in the hunt every year. We need to start locking up these playoff bursts, and we can do it. I'm just ready for that moment. But go ahead, Bo.
I was just saying, I hate putting our hopes or our playoff chances in other teams and other folks' hands. It's just the worst. You know what I'm saying? Now, real quick, I just want to go over some the clinches. Only 2 teams can really clinch playoff berths this weekend. Philly, they can clinch a playoff berth. They're gonna do it. They're gonna probably be the number 1 seed. They got the best chance to. They got like a 80% chance to win number 1 seed. Like computer. I'm dumb. I don't know computers.
Sheesh, not the professor.
Yeah, the professors. Yeah. Yeah, so they got a chance to clinch when they win. And Minnesota got a chance to win their division this weekend versus the Jets. That's not going to be easy. Because the Jets are looking good. That's weird to say. The Jets looking good. But yeah. And Philly got to face Tennessee this weekend to try to clinch a playoff berth. So those the 2 clinching scenarios. I just wanted to throw them out there. They ain't got nothing to do with us, but still.
Hawks are also leading right now. 84 in the 4th.
It's gonna be tough though. We can make these playoffs, but it's gonna be a road. I'll tell you that.
It's gonna be tough. Somebody asked about other team schedules because people need to have some hope.
Yeah.
So the Bucks, as you know, play the Saints on Sunday. I'm sorry, on Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks then have to travel to San Francisco to play the 49ers. They then have to come home to play the Bengals. So I will say that even outside of that Saints game, which we play the Saints coming up soon and the Bucks, you want both of them to beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Overtime and all. But that Bucks 49ers game in San Francisco the week after, that Bucks and Bengals game in Tampa Bay the week after that, that's going to be pretty tough for the Bucks. That could be 2 losses right there. I mean, you saw how they played against the Panthers and the Steelers earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible that the Bucks go on a little losing streak, and this is the opportunity that the Falcons have right here, because the Saints' schedule is a bit difficult as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
The Saints, after getting blown out 13-0 in San Francisco, they have the Bucks, of course, on Monday. Then they play us. Then they have the Browns, where Deshaun Watson will be at quarterback. After that, don't forget, that's a Cleveland game too as well. 1 o'clock.
In Cleveland, yeah.
In Cleveland, 1 o'clock. That's Christmas Eve. It's going to be a pretty cold game for a dome team.
Mm-hmm.
Even for us too as well, out there in Baltimore. I'm going to say the same thing. But guess what after that? They have to go then to Philly.
Yeah.
Which will probably be snowed in. Not like Buffalo. But it's going to be snowing out there in Philly.
That's the thing about it. And you got to watch the Saints, because the Philly might have been packed in by then, and the Saints be fighting for a division. So you got to watch that. That's an important game too.
The Saints going to play spoiler.
The thing about that, Bodie, Philly doesn't have a free highway in front of them. The Cowboys and the Giants is on their ass. I don't want to get into their schedule, but even going off what you just said, Philly might have to come out there and bust the Saints' ass that week. Even though I think the Saints will be eliminated this week. Here's a good thing. We're going so far down the line with other team schedules. The Saints could be eliminated on fucking Monday night.
That's fact.
So I don't even know why I should be going this far. Giving these motherfuckers any type of hope. Because the Saints could be eliminated clearly Monday night. 9-loss team, you ain't getting into the playoffs. You're not even in the hunt. Hell, you don't even. There's not even a light in the basement for you. It's just tough. The Panthers, they have to play, if I'm not mistaken, they play the Seahawks. Then they play the Steelers. Then they play the Lions. Then they play the Bucks. Then they play the Saints. I don't think the Panthers going to make it. It's between the Falcons and the Bucks.
The Panthers taking for Jalen.
Me and Boo Man talked about this today. Going forward, the new NFC South people, the teams to look at, is going to be the Falcons and the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be the Saints and the Bucks.
Yeah,
because the Panthers are trying to set up just like us with the cap and the fucking draft and all that shit too. They're trying to do their rebuild just like us.
Yeah.
The Bucks going to be mad as hell if Tom Brady says he's coming back.
They really are.
See, the thing about it is, remember how the Saints had their shine? Remember how it was going over the past few years with the Falcons? Falcons had their shine, Saints had their shine, Falcons had their shine, Saints had their shine, Panthers had their one moment. Here come the Saints, and then the Bucks, last few years of Matt Ryan, when Tom Brady got over there, the Bucks just fucking started running away with the shit. But going forward, Falcons going to be the team to worry about in the NFC South. I'm telling you right now. We got the money. Free agency next year. Got the draft cap. So many players we can bring in next year with the draft. Who we going to go after? Something to look after. But, Bodie, it sucks that even on your Bodie's breakdown, which is phenomenal, at 5-7, we have to talk about ways to get into the playoffs because we couldn't finish games earlier this season.
Shooting ourselves in the foot.
Shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Literally a fresh one from Sunday.
Falcon fans, of course, you know what Bodie's breakdowns every Wednesday right here on One Time for the Fan. Keys to beating the Steelers on Sunday. Boo Man, we saw them play the Colts the other night. I saw their defense, and I'm like, if Matt Ryan can do this, our offense should be able to light this shit up. Our defense should be able to shut down Kenny Pickett too as well. Score predictions, I can get straight to it. Falcons going in there, 33-16.
Boom. Number one thing they got to do is stop the run.
Yeah.
Because they would not put the ball in Kenny Pickett's hands to throw it all game. It's going to be just like our last 2 or 3 games. They will hand the ball off all game. Even though Najee Harris is pretty banged up, their backups look pretty legit, and they got a good O-line. So, stop the run. They only got one receiver. Just if you go in there and stop the run. And we talked about pass rush coming into this year, but I'm never worried about teams that got pass rush that we got a mobile quarterback. So I'm not really worried about T.J. Watt, but they're pretty average on defense.
Falcons fans, you know what you have to do on Sunday. Show up to the Benz, be loud, be proud, to represent your Falcons, to go out there and get a win. Steelers fans going to show up. You got to show up. Steelers fans ain't fighting for their division. We fighting for the damn division. Steelers are out of it. They ain't going to the playoffs. They know they ain't going to the playoffs, but they still, as an NFL team, is going to show up and try to play spoilers. We, the Falcons, need to go out there and handle business in the stands and on the field too as well. Because we have a big game coming up in the next couple of weeks against New Orleans. And our week going into New Orleans is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Because one time for the fan is heading down to New Orleans. You already know we're hosting the party. Rise Up Tour's in there. Rise Up Tour putting on, once again, another crazy event. I don't know if y'all heard about it in Washington, but they had another great time out there at Glory Cafe or I don't know, whatever we call it. I don't know the name of it. I don't want to bash the name of the company, but it was a nice place where they went. Had about 50 Falcon fans show up. But it did rain. But shout out to the Falcon fans that did go to Washington too as well. But some big games coming up here. Falcons 4-1 or 3-2. 3-2 means you're probably going to need some help. 4-1, it's the division. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
But it starts Sunday against the Steelers. You have to run the ball. You have to keep the ball on the ground. Seeing how the Falcons been playing with their offensive line with some of the star players on defense this year, Aaron Donald, who else? Did we play Bosa? Did Bosa play? I think about Bosa.
Bosa didn't play. We got lucky.
With Jonathan Allen and Montez Sweat, there still was no Chase Young.
Yeah.
A couple of the teams that we played against this
We
year,
got
I would say
lucky.
the Falcons offensive line did pretty well.
I would say we didn't even play a lot of them top pass rushers. Myles Garrett didn't play, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Bosa didn't play.
Bosa didn't play. TJ Watt ain't playing. We got lucky. Like, I don't know what the hell it is, but we're not playing these top pass rushers this year. We did play Khalil Mack.
We played Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa, right?
I don't think we played Joey Bosa.
Joey was out that week.
We didn't play Joey. We played Khalil, though.
Point of the matter is Falcons' offensive line has been doing decent enough this year to where you're looking at the Steelers front, you look at the Steelers defense, and maybe this is another game where Mariota can look at it and say, hey, look, guys, I'm going for 300 this game. I'm going for 250 this game. I think I can lead this offense to a victory. And Falcon fans should have some hope that Mariota can go out there and get the job done on Sunday. I don't want to come in here Sunday night with the bullshit.
Yeah,
I really want to come in here Sunday night like, how did we just let this shit happen? I'm trying to come in here Sunday night lit. You know we at the game. You know what it is.
Yeah.
One time for the fan. Keys to beating the Steelers. Run the ball. Keep the ball on the ground. I love the play calling what you guys got going so far. Be more creative against the Steelers. Open up the playbook. It's 5 games left in the season. Do what you have to do to get the fucking win. Drake London can't do 2 targets this week. Get him more active. Get him more involved.
I'm scared Coach Smith only got pistol triple option in his playbook.
Yeah,
NCAA.
I don't know what the I form look like no more.
Jeez. They ran it down there in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They scored on
he looking like
right there.
Right here looking like triple option Georgia Tech from 2015.
Somebody posted that too the other day. It was like, is this Georgia Tech's offense or the Falcons? So, and let me tell you something. It's moving the chains, bone. Man. Hey, let me tell you something. Full house, wishbone, flex packages. It's moving the chains, bro. It's moving the chains, bro.
Wishbone.
You know we like talking about our Falcons
story,
fans, man.
Wishbone.
It rained the entire game in Washington. The weather was perfectly fine on Saturday and Monday, though. That's what I heard. I seen some people out there. Some was wearing ponchos. Some was wearing their regular Falcons hoodies. Other super diehards was out there in t-shirts. I know it's like 60 or 50 degrees or something like that. But shout out to the Falcon fans that went to Washington. But yeah, keys to beat the Steelers. Keep the ball on the ground. CP, get him active. Drake London, get him active. Keep Mariota clean. Offensive line, no sacks. Defensive line, let's get to Kenny Pickett.
Please.
Let's get him on the ground. It's a rookie.
He's a little scrambler too.
It's a rookie. Let's get active this weekend. All right, we got to get after it. AJ Terrell, lockdown, big challenge. A lot of Georgia fans gonna be in that building looking for one player,
looking for one guy.
One guy. You gonna be like, hey man, you a Steelers fan? No, I'm a Georgia fan. Why you got that Pickett jersey on? Well, he played for Georgia.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to be, man. There's a lot of fans that go from college to the NFL because of certain players.
I was sitting right here in this chair saying, George Pickens is the best receiver in this draft.
If you go back and watch the draft show on One Time for the Fan, it's on our playlist. It was a 4-hour show, I think it was. And we sat there and watched George Pickens get picked from Pittsburgh. We saw it.
Yeah.
We were calling it. We wanted it because we was counting down the Georgia players left on the board and why the Falcons wasn't selecting any. Remember that shit, buddy?
And the fact that we had 2 seconds.
Yeah. But, pass rush was more important. Defense was more important. They did the right thing. But, yeah, I don't know if George Pickens is the best receiver. Definitely the most dynamic.
Yeah.
We might have the best receiver.
But Bodie said, Chase said, Bodie's at the gate in Baltimore handing out hot hands. We straight.
Hot hands. Oh.
The hot warmers?
Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. He's not funny.
Bodie, special teams, I think on Pittsburgh, you can get after it too in the Benz. Yeah. Just like how Bears fans were in there, Steelers fans going to show up. Yeah. They're away fans. Let's welcome them to the Benz with the L. Yeah. You know how it's going to go, Falcon fans. Let's be live. Let's be loud. Let's be proud about our Falcons. Defense, you got Najee Harris. You got George Pickens to worry about. Outside of that, don't let no third-string tight end get active on you guys. Lockdown. This is a game we're going to see a lot of 3-and-outs from the Steelers. Don't let this team come in here like the fucking Bills or something.
Watch your Freiermuth has like 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
It's serious, man, because you're looking at the Falcons defense and you're like, it's going to be a lot of 3-and-outs this week. It's a rookie quarterback. Shake him up a little bit. Let's get some hits, no penalties, but let's get some hits on the quarterback. Let's get some sacks, some tackle for losses. We need to go ahead and really show some dominance this week and show upcoming teams the Falcons are for real. Look what they just did to the Steelers. Mm-hmm. They're going into their bye. They're going to get healthy. They come out there and they beat the Saints. You beat the Saints. Now we're really talking. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting going. We don't want to look at the L's. We're looking at the W's here on One Time for the Fan. We got to stay positive.
One time.
We got to stay positive. Bodie, keys to beating the Steelers. Just in your opinion, bro, what you got?
Pressure. Well, we said a lot of it, but pressure on Pickett because we gotta get him down. I need this to be our best sack day. Like we really everybody gotta get sacks. I need 2 from Grady. I need 1 from AK. I need 1 from Malone. I don't think he got a sack. He might have 1 sack this year. I don't know. I need everybody. I need them in there. Like they gotta get to Pickett and stop that run game. If Najee Harris play, well, he's beat up anyway. We need to get him. We need to hit him. We need to get to him. And another thing, forget Najee Harris. Screw him because he said that Georgia won a little weak ass national championship because they wide receivers got hurt and they copied Bama's formula. So fucking what?
Oh shit! So it's personal. It's personal now.
Yeah, just need time
with Bodie and Najee Harris now. It's personal because as the Georgia fans, you remember people. You remember what people say about them dogs.
Yeah, go dogs.
Especially during the national championship year, that was great. Seeing all the haters talk. Even Bama fans are chatting up right now, like Georgia fans, you ready? Like. But also, as you mentioned, AK, he was limited at practice today too, as well. Chuma Adoga as well, limited at practice, did not participate. Cordell Patterson, he's resting. The GOAT is resting.
Yeah, you gotta let his knees rest.
One time for the fan. Chase, Thrillers, Peelers, Steelers. Shit. Falcons by 10 on Sunday.
Hey man, you was sitting on the haystack in the middle of the night thinking of that one. That's a good one, Chase. That's a good one.
About to go ahead and wrap up this show here shortly. 4-1, we 4-1 win. 3-2. We're gonna need some help to get in. You know,
and
outside of those numbers right there, Dre, I don't want to think about nothing else. 4-1 or 3-2. We 5-0. If you want to go right there, 5-0.
Yeah,
run the damn table.
Run the table. Run the table.
Did I predict this? I tend to be right. Just saying. Jeff Wolf's been saying we're going to win the division.
Jeff, I think
Jeff Wolf said.
I think everybody named Mama knew that Deion was going to get traded. So
he knew that DeYoung Jones was going to get traded.
It's not too.
He knew that Matt Ryan was going to get traded, and he knew that Prince Shumba was going to kick that dog. Jake's true statement. So we definitely need to win and the Saints to lose. I agree, Jack. After this year, Falcons and Panthers will be tops in the division. Not over us, though. You already know what it is, man, when it comes to these birds. Always repping these Falcons. Got to keep it real. But when that draft comes up next season and that offseason, we probably going to be doing no Wednesday shows. We're just going to be doing Sunday shows. But we got a lot to cover when it comes to next year. But we ain't going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about that. Still got 5 games left. We're not eliminated. We're not out of it. I still got hope. I'm going to be in New Orleans. I'm going to be in Baltimore. I'm going to be at every home game. I'm going to die hard. You know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Drake, true statement.
Appreciate it, brother.
Steelers fan base does travel hard. You know what it is.
Travel hard. My wife called herself a Steelers fan, and then she married me and had to switch. So, yeah.
Hey, fellas, what do y'all think about the play calling? As good as we were running the ball, in my opinion, I think we should have run the ball. Go Falcons. You think you're talking about the play calling against Washington, Joseph Avery. Boo Man, to chime in on that, I would have ran the ball. They passed it. Arthur Smith said he liked the look. What am I going to do? Write emails and start banging on people's door at Flowery Branch? It's not going to work. For me, as a fan, I would have ran the ball. That's what I would have done. A lot of other fans agree. Some fans say, hey, no, you got to pass it. It's a new look. You know, defense is already off balance because you've been running the ball. You want to try to get a pass in. All right, so what? We lost the game. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to call it off that one play because those opportunities when it was 7-7, you could have scored 2 as well. Those opportunities you could have moved the chains earlier in the game and scored. Didn't do it. So just can't call it on one play. But it does suck that the interception happened because if it would have never happened, it would have been batted down or something. Falcons would have had another chance. They probably would have ran the ball on the next play and scored. But Boo Man, your thoughts on the play calling right there against the Commanders in that situation?
I mean, like you said, man, nothing you can really do about it now. Yes, we should have ran the ball. Algier had just, showing his dominance. But I mean, it was a great defensive play more than it was anything else. I mean, if Patterson caught that, there was nobody near him to tackle him. So
would have been a turn and touchdown.
Yeah, it was a turn and touchdown. So, because the guy who caught it was running with the receiver. So it was a great defensive play. But I mean, we all, like you all said, man. You know what I said after the thing? I said we look like the Seahawks.
The Super Bowl. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what people are saying. You don't want that cornerback throwing the ball in that situation, but it was a good play call. It was a great play call, but I understand what he saw. It was wide open, but defense play. I mean, that's why you got good DTs.
If you don't get to the quarterback, put your hands up. Grady would have did it. If it was on the other side of the ball, just would have been that move.
We didn't lose that game in one play, though.
Yeah. Joseph Avery, do we have anybody on the practice squad that can help Grady go Falcons? Which is why next year with the free agency and the draft talk, I can't wait to get to it. That's why you tried to plug and play so many guys like Tim Horn, Dalton, Anthony Rush. You tried to find the guy to sit next to Grady, Abdullah Anderson, Taquan Graham. You got to go get that guy next year, whether it's a free agent or it's probably your first round pick or your second round pick. But it has to be a guy that's going to get in there and say, look, we finna wreck some shit. Finna be here for a while. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of the players I guess named on the free agency list for the Falcons next year that the Falcons have to make the decision on. A lot of them are your defensive linemen. So if you're not going to keep all of them, what are you going to do? Some people would say Abdullah Anderson should come back. Some people should say Horn. They want Horn back. We'll see the Falcons. We'll see what moves they make. I'll be here to talk about it. Bodie will be here to talk about it. Chase, he'll be at work, but he might be able to talk about it. All the other positions is It's fine except D-line. Grady can't go to long. Go Falcons. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
Not with Kenny Pickett at his quarterback. You talking about George Pickens? Sheesh.
Yeah.
Drake London is the best receiver from the draft.
I agree, and I retracted on that. I said I think that Pickens is most dynamic, but Drake is the best.
Sterling Woods is a pick. What's up, Sterling? Our secondary needs to play better, and that line needs to get pressure on the quarterback. That is true. You get that front three. You get to the quarterback this weekend, however they're going to set it up with their nickel package or however they're going to run it. You get to the quarterback, secondary locks down, 3 and outs, baby. That's all I want to see. 3 and outs. Steeler fans are coming out here like, hey, welcome to the South. Nah, fuck you. Y'all finna get beat. Bad. So I said 33-16.
And another thing. Did you see that damn Drake London catch when he fucking used the tippity tip of his fingers to pick that motherfucker? Boy, touch the ground. Everybody can't do that. That shit is he used the power of I don't know what the hell. It's like, feel my power. He fucking using tips. And he got that bitch off the ground before it hit that ground. Like, that's some strong hands. Hey, shout out Drake.
That's a strong hand.
Their mom said the draw's gonna freeze in Baltimore.
Oh,
sheesh.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. It's not like it's Buffalo. I mean,
watch it fuck around and flip and snow on you. That'd be crazy.
That'd be cool. I ain't been to no snow game yet, but I think we play. I think we play Green Bay in Green Bay next year. I know we play Chicago in Chicago, so we don't know if it's gonna be a winter game. We also have to play an NFC East team next year too as well. But the cool thing about it is, in the next month or so, they're gonna start showing you all the games. Well, not the schedule. They're gonna let you know the teams that your favorite team will be playing against. For the Falcons, we kind of already have a heads up. I think we're playing the NFC North next year. We're playing the AFC South next year. So we got the Colts, we got the Texans, we got the Tennessee Titans, and we got the Jags. We got the Bears, we have the Packers, the Lions, and the Vikings. And then the alternative games outside of it, I think it is the NFC East and the AFC West. Not AFC. No, AFC West is 2024. It's the NFC West. NFC West and NFC East. Or NFC West and AFC East. One of them. Can't remember. But yeah, Falcon fans, it's gonna be, we love talking Falcons football with y'all. But no, Lyric, my draws are not gonna freeze in Baltimore. Because I'm bringing 2 pairs of draws.
Shit.
Play calling as a whole was spotty to me. That play at the end wasn't a bad play. It was a great defensive play made. However, I don't like that it was on the call on second down. We could have ran it there. That is true. That is true.
Damn sure could have ran it.
Christy Lewis says, I'm the only dirty bird rolling in Saturday with 7 steelheads for Sunday's game. We better win. Sheesh.
Damn.
Steelers rolling in like that. Sheesh. Damn. They're going to be out there. Them terrible towels going to be swinging. I ain't going to lie.
Snatch one.
Oh, let's go Brazil. Let's go France. Don't forget about the World Cup, y'all. Dan Burst. Man, I can't wait for Troy to be seasoned because him and Rashawn side by side at linebacker, freaking monster. That's a player we're going to talk about at the end of the season. Right. I want to see Rashard Evans back.
Troy a monster.
Next year.
Troy a monster. He a monster he a monster in Madden, boy. I be using him, boy. He be everywhere. That's my dog.
You say you're trying to play me next in Madden?
You don't want this smoke. Actually, I can't do it right now. I got a draft. But
Falcons win 27-17 to Dre. Predictions for Sunday, Bodie.
I say 30 to 14.
30 to 14. I said 33-16. Boo Man.
28-10.
28-10. Give the Steelers no hope in the Benz. Diane is up in here. Shout out to Diane. Big member of the Rise Up Tour. Also a die-hard Falcons fan. Her and her husband, Mr. Ben. Die-hard Falcon fans. Good to see y'all at the road. Good to see y'all at the home games. These are the die-hard fans I love talking with right here. It's good to be seeing you here in the chat today. We survived Buffalo. We can survive Baltimore. That is true. The cold games is cool. It's a bucket list game. Everybody wants to be outside in the cold stadium. Carolina was raining. I don't think I've been to a rain game. Tennessee was raining a couple of years ago when I went, but it wasn't that bad. But Carolina was all right. But Buffalo, I didn't get a chance to go, but I heard about the Falcon fans who went last year. It was cold as a month. It was cold, bad out there.
Didn't it snow?
Yeah, snow during the first quarter, second quarter. Apparently, if you had a can or a beer or whatever, you put it down in your cup holder, and within a matter of seconds, you couldn't lift the can or the cup or the beer out of your cup.
That's cold.
Frozen. It was frozen.
That's cold as hell. Shit.
Chat going crazy on the predictions. 24-14 from Chase. 2017 Falcons win from Jermaine. Don't give him too much hope, Jermaine.
Hold on. Go back to Chase. Chase, that's his is that his locker number to get his janitor's keys?
Chase, you got your badge with you?
God,
Jermaine,
damn.
2017. Jeremiah, 30-24. Christy Lewis rolling in with them steelheads, 24-14. Preach it. 27-10. Lyrics moms in the chat. Falcon fans, you know we love talking Falcons football with y'all. It's going down this Sunday. Falcons and the Steelers at the Benz. Show up. There's tickets available. Be loud. Be proud. If anybody tell you to sit down behind you, say get up on your feet and you be loud to represent these Atlanta Falcons. Because I'm telling you, man, 5 games less in the season. We trying to show up. We trying to show out. Am I right, Bodie?
Yes, sir.
Blue man, am I right?
Yes, sir.
So before we get up out of here, something quick we want to talk about. So Boo Man been talking a lot of trash on the sneakers, right?
Yeah, I have.
And for those that do not know, I am a diehard sneakerhead, right? And apparently this guy, Boo Man, who's here today, I'm guessing he finally saw the notification in the one time for the fan chat. And he saw it said sneaker battle versus tagged him. So Boo Man apparently got some heat over there that he says he would like to show off in a sneaker battle versus which I got some heat too. So one time for the fan, 2023. You know, we're gonna crank it up. We got a lot of stuff that we're gonna try to add to the show, give fans, some more things to talk about. Because it is getting ready to be that off season real soon. But we want fans to enjoy one time for the fan as a Falcon fan or just as a fan of football. Sometimes we got some people in here who's not fans of the Falcons. They just love listening to the show. They just love watching the show. I respect that. But we're trying to branch out there when it comes to entertainment here at one time for the fan. And when jokers start talking trash about sneakers and they tag me, I got to get active. So I guess we're going to have this small sneaker battle coming up between this guy right here.
Boo Man the Shoe Man.
And this guy right here. Jack Spade.
Boo Man the Shoe Man.
Bodie, Chase, people in the chat can be the judge of the sneaker battle. We'll put a date on it because I know he's trying to buy some more shoes. But trophy room is set up over here. So trophy room is set up over here. So I got some heat. We're gonna do a sneaker battle right here on One Time for the Fan. The first ever One Time for the Fan sneaker battle. This guy right here, Boo Man shouted. Hey man, camera's on you.
Look,
do your emoji. Do your emote. Did you unlock your emote?
Just what? After this, tell Chase on to do a steel boot battle with him.
Chase, they're calling you out for a steel boot battle.
Yeah, do that.
For those that do not know, Chase works on windmills, so he's probably at the top of one right now. Hell of some reception you have up there, Chase. Don't know how you talking in the chat right now. Dre, it's lit, man. Yeah, I woke up one day and I see shoes in the chat. I'm like, what's going on here? Die Hard. Bodie already seen a little bit of the heat. Chase already seen a little bit of the heat from both sides. I ain't gonna lie. Boo Man got some heat over there. But I ain't gonna lie too. Sneaker gang Christ. over here. So, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm just gonna bust your head with Jordans. Just straight up all day. I know Boo Man sneaker collection does run pretty wide, but I got a nice little plethora of Jordans over here. Collection has been growing pretty strong over the years, and I feel pretty confident that I will secure a victory in the first ever one time for the fan sneaker battle. The very first ever one time for the fan sneaker battle. Hey Siri, bring out my DMPs.
You'll need to unlock your
Shut
iPhone first.
up. Always talking back.
Siri didn't respect you. She Siri was asleep on your ass.
One time for the fan sneaker battle,
Never heard
2023.
his voice.
We're gonna get it set up. I might have to go hit up the sneakerhead community, which I'm sure they're gonna jump in here and be like, hold on. We ain't here to talk football. We here for the heat. What time is the sneaker battle start? They might not even jump in and talk Falcons. They gonna jump in when the sneaker battle starts. It's like that. It's like that. One time for the fans coming up. One time for the fans' first ever sneaker battle. This guy right here.
Boo Man the Shoe Man.
If he shows up to the show on the day.
Boo Man the Shoe Man.
And of course, me, myself, Jack Spade. So please be ready for the one time for the fans sneaker battle coming up soon. 2023, we're trying to raise the bar on y'all. And of course, we got some things planned. Bodie knows what we have planned. Boo Man knows what we have planned. And we just trying to.
If y'all want to do a jersey battle, I'm telling you, none of you cats are killed me. I got a whole closet right in front of me full of heat.
A jersey battle
in the future.
A jersey battle is pretty dope. You know, you'd have to have certain color schemes. Like you'd have to have like if you have like the Dion throwback. Yeah. One round and somebody might hit you with the I don't know what can match the Dion throwback? Really nothing. The Barkowski.
Nothing. I'm biased, so
yeah. It's
none of that shit.
you know, Bo was equipment manager for the Falcons.
Sheesh. Boo Man coming with the creased up Air Force Ones. Yeah, they got the oven.
Jeez.
Yo, your head.
Sneaker battle. That's what's going on. Chase said Boo Man coming with the creased up Air Force One. And then I just said they was in the oven. One time for the fan. Upcoming events. We'll be back on Sunday, 8 p.m. to discuss a Falcons win.
Damn straight.
Then after that, we have the bye week coming up. Of course, we have our Wednesday show. We're going to go ahead and get some special guests in here. Because it's time to bring back some special guests. Myles Garrett, yesterday's price is not today's price. He's in movies now. Last time we spoke to him, I didn't know nothing about the movie. Now he's in movies. I don't know if he's in John Wick 4. We're going to ask him about John Wick 4. Myles Garrett, executive producer from Fox 5 Atlanta.
Damn.
The good homie.
Not Rush Hour 4.
Could be Rush Hour 7. Never know.
Whatever they on now. Shit.
Spoke about something called Dinosaur coming to Tubi soon.
Not Tubi.
We'll find out. Shit. We'll find out. Jalen Jones, sneakerhead. What we talking about? Shit. Shoes? We talking about a sneaker battle. The first ever one time for the fans sneaker battle. This guy versus me. Jack Spade. Yeah, I got some heat. I ain't gonna get to it. Go back, watch the podcast. When I post it, I got some heat. I ain't post the shoes, but I got some heat. Got a trophy room over here. So we're gonna get to that. One time for the fan. I'll get the details. We'll post them up here. We'll do, I don't know which one to do, Boo Man. 30 rounds?
Shit, 30 rounds.
Do you have enough?
Shit.
You wanna do 30 rounds?
Do you have enough?
Bobos on here, man.
You do 30 rounds, we can stream it. Put it on pay-per-view.
Damn, not pay-per-view. God.
But if we want to go some of the sneakerhead rules, you know, your shoe can be canceled out if I have the same shoe. So if you want to do that, it's tough because then it's going to send you back to the drawing board like, damn, he got that and that. I got that too and that.
Yeah.
I seen your closet when you were asleep.
That's tough.
Yes, please win. When we lose, I'm in a funky mood. Let's go Falcons, beat those terrible towels. You already know what it is. You already know What it do, Lisa Shepard? One time for the fan. Please come on back Sunday night, 8 p.m. You know, we talking Falcons football after a Falcons win over the Steelers. That's what we would love to see. Anything else other than that, we might even not even do the podcast.
Nothing but a win. We need a win.
Be prepared for a post if we lose that says we're not doing the podcast. We're canceling the show till 2023. But we hope it doesn't happen. Falcons can come in with a big win. 33-16 for me. Bodie called 30-14.
I said 30-14, yes.
30-14, and Boo Man said 28-10.
28-10.
Everybody else was in the chat. I heard what I had to say. Grady Jarrett needs to get a sack. He's close to his single season sack record high. We got to get Grady Jarrett that 7.5. He's almost there. Jalen Jones rise up. Any shout outs before we get up out of here, fellas?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Chase out there learning how to mop up snow. I don't know what
shit. Melted snow?
He be on some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Shout out everybody in the chat. You know, y'all coming with y'all takes and stuff, and man, y'all make great points. Y'all make some valid points on some of the stuff. Damn, Jeff, I hope it ain't that close. I mean, they not that good. It look dusty anyway.
It look dusty.
But yeah, shout out to one time for the fan, man. We're gonna keep it positive. We're gonna keep it pushing, man. Y'all run up them likes, tell your friends and all that. We here.
Boo Man shouted my opponent for the sneaker battle. The first ever one.
Shout out to me. Shout out my sneaker collection. Shout out to me. Shout out my sneaker collection.
God.
Shout out to Bo. Shout out to Chase, man. Our lights went off and called him. He got it right away.
Sheesh. He's in the chat.
And he served me at Panda Express earlier today. So thank you, Chase. Yeah, shout out to the Falcons. Shout out to the defensive line, man. We need to stop the run this week. And shout out to all the fans and everybody who supported us in the chat today.
One time for the fan. You already know we're talking Falcons football every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. We love talking Falcons football with y'all because y'all are Falcons fans. We are diehard Falcons fans, and we the fans that go to the games, y'all. We need them couch fans back there talking shit from the couch and don't want to. I don't want to go to the stadium. I don't want to go to the game until they winning. Nah, man, we out here for real with the shit. We just love football, man. It's entertaining, and Falcons is our team, die hard. But otherwise than that, Saturday, go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Big game Saturday. Bodie, I don't know if you'll be there. I'm there.
I'm gonna try.
Go Dogs.
Tickets ain't cheap.
Yeah, what time y'all putting the porta potties out there?
Yeah,
jeez. God. We might have to do a roast battle too. We got a bunch of battles coming up in 2023.
We watched one of our old co-hosts get annihilated the other day.
Gosh. Hey, I ain't gonna say too much, man. One of our old co-hosts from One Time for the Fan, man. He was there for draft night, hasn't shown up since. Man's got smacked.
No, y'all didn't do him like that, man.
I'm talking about it was bad. It was bad. Security walked over there like, everything all right, guys? Like, hey. This guy gotta go. This guy got. I don't know. This guy.
Not he gonna cry in the car.
It was.
Yeah.
Damn.
If you would have been there, you probably would have posted the red GIF in the chat of him running to the car on Friday. God, do it again, Boo Man. How Ray would run to the car. But let me tell you something. When them jokes hit, and people start frying your ass. Well, you get lit up. But that's another thing to talk about, man. We'll talk about that later. Shout out to all the Falcon fans in the chat. Shout out to everybody supporting One Time for the Fan. We're almost at 250 subscribers. That's all we're asking for before the year is over. 250 subscribers. We're like 19 or 20 away or something like that. So if you're first time here, hit subscribe to the channel. Come on back. Wednesday night. Tell a fan to tell a fan. Falcon fans, come on in here and talk Falcon football with us. We're back on Sunday, 8 p.m. Go Dogs. Go Falcons. Go Hawks. I believe the Hawks just won, if I'm not mistaken. Go Falcons, go Dogs, go Hawks, go all Georgia sports teams, except for Tech.
Sheesh.
Falcons will win the playoffs and the NFC Championship game. I talked about that last week, and I'll talk about it again. Falcons get to the playoffs, host a home game, upset the team. Then I'm going to write the other part of the story.
Let's
Falcons
do it.
win the division, host the game at home, upset a team. Then I'm going to write the next part of the story. Y'all going to love it too. Y'all going to love it. Bestseller. Bestseller. One time for the fan. We'll see y'all on Sunday, 8 p.m. Boo Man, start cleaning up your sneakers. You might want to don't use hot rag and hot water and soap.
Shit.
That's the old-fashioned way. If you got suede, don't use a hair dryer. One time for the fan. We'll see y'all back on Sunday. Of course, you know we always talking Falcons football. Yeah, hit you again with that shit. You saw that shit? Yeah. First time here. If you don't know about that, that shit comes in right at the end of the show. Right? Yeah.
Man, that's how y'all got dead.
That shit was quick.
Shit.
One time for Chase, one time for Bodie, one time for everybody here in the chat. Boo Man. Subscribe to the channel. One time for the fan.